Here are 40 quotes of John Maxwell from his book, How Successful People Think, a must-read book. John Maxwell is undoubtedly an authority master. John said that despite the diversity present among successful people, they have one thing in common: their mindset or how they think. So why not know more about it? There is also an audiobook of this book. The link of the audiobook, How Successful People Think, is in the description box if you want to listen or read along. It's free. You can go there anytime and can save it and use the comments section to note where you left and come back or share your takeaways. There are many remarkable quotes in this book. I put 40 here which can help you figure out your life. Don't forget to like and share this with your friends. It helps. I put a number in each quote. The numbering is not according to the rank of the quote. It is intended only for easy commenting which quote impacts you most. We'll be glad to know. It doesn't matter how much milk you spill as long as you don't lose your cow. French essayist Michel de Montaigne wrote, "The value of life lies not in the length of days, but in the use we make of them. A man may live long yet live very little." The truth is that you can spend your life any way you want, but you can spend it only once. The most important person you ever talk to is yourself, so be careful what you say. The most important person you will evaluate is yourself, so be careful what you think. The most important person you will love is yourself, so be careful what you do. A person who knows how may always have a job, but the person who knows why will always be his boss. Thinking is hard work, that's why so few do it. Where success is concerned, people are not measured in inches, or pounds, or college degrees, or family background. They are measured by the size of their thinking. A visionary company is like a great work of art. You can't point to any one single item that makes the whole thing work. It's the entire work, all the pieces working together to create an overall effect that leads to enduring greatness. You could use the 80-20 rule. Give 80% of your effort to the top 20% most important activities. Another way is to focus on exceptional opportunities that promise a huge return. It comes down to this: give your attention to the areas that bear fruit. You can act your way into feeling long before you can feel your way into action. If you wait until you feel like doing something, you will likely never accomplish it. The younger you are, the more likely you will give your attention to many things. That's good because if you're young you're still getting to know yourself, your strengths and weaknesses. If you focus your thinking on only one thing and your aspirations change, then you've wasted your best mental energy. As you get older and more experienced, the need to focus becomes more critical. The farther and higher you go, the more focused you can be, and need to be. Success comes to those who have an entire mountain of gold that they continually mine, not those who find one nugget and try to live on it for 50 years. To become someone who can mine a lot of gold, you need to keep repeating the process of good thinking. Earlier in my life, I have to admit, I was often guilty of this error. I wanted to take an idea from seed thought to solution before sharing it with anyone, even the people it would most impact. I did this both at work and at home. But over the years, I have learned that you can go much farther with a team than you can go alone. Popular thinking is too average to understand the value of good thinking, too inflexible to realize the impact of changed thinking, too lazy to master the process of intentional thinking, too small to see the wisdom of big-picture thinking, too satisfied to unleash the potential of focused thinking, too traditional to discover the joy of creative thinking, too naive to recognize the importance of realistic thinking, too undisciplined to release the power of strategic thinking, too limiting to feel the energy of possibilities thinking, too trendy to embrace the lessons of reflective thinking, too shallow to question the acceptance of popular thinking, too proud to encourage the participation of shared thinking, too self-absorbed to experience the satisfaction of unselfish thinking, and too uncommitted to enjoy the return of bottom-line thinking. Mark Twain said, "We should be careful to get out of an experience all the wisdom that is in it, not like the cat that sits down on a hot stove lid. She will never sit down on a hot stove lid again." and that as well, but also she will never sit down on a cold one anymore. The right thought plus the right people in the right environment at the right time for the right reason equals the right result. My friend Olin Hendricks remarked, "Strategic thinking is like showering, you have to keep doing it. If you expect to solve any major problem once, you're in for disappointment. Little things can be won easily through systems and personal discipline. But major issues need major strategic thinking time." What Thane Yost said is really true. The will to win is worthless if you do not have the will to prepare. If you want to be an effective strategic thinker, then you need to become a continuous strategic thinker. There comes a special moment in everyone's life, a moment for which that person was born. When he seizes it, it is his finest hour. Pain prompts us to face who we are and where we are. What we do with that experience defines who we become. Learning to write is learning to think. You don't know anything clearly unless you can state it in writing. The one with the plan is the one with the power. It doesn't matter in what kind of activity you're involved. Employees want to follow the business leader with a good business plan. Volunteers want to join the pastor with a good ministry plan. Children want to be with the adult who has the well-thought-out vacation plan. If you practice strategic thinking, others will listen to you and they will want to follow you. This helps me keep the main thing. The main thing since I am so easily distracted. You may want to do something similar. If you wait until you feel like doing something, you will likely never accomplish it. Application phase of the thinking process, land your ideas first with. Landing an idea with yourself will give you integrity. People will buy into an idea only after they buy into the leader who communicates it. Before teaching any lesson, I ask myself 3 questions. Do I believe it? Do I live it? Do I believe others should live it? If I can't answer yes to all 3 questions, then I haven't landed it. Let's face it, no idea will fly if the influencers don't embrace it. After all, they are the people who carry thoughts from idea to implementation. Landing thoughts with the people on the firing line will give you great insight. Those closest to changes that occur as a result of a new idea can give you a reality read. Sometimes even when you've diligently completed the process of creating a thought, shaping it, and stretching it with other good thinkers, you can still miss the mark. Creativity requires a willingness to look stupid. I want to encourage you to examine your day and look for opportunities to learn. An excellent way to broaden your experience is to listen to someone whose expertise in an area where you don't. Big picture thinkers recognize that they don't know lots of things. If you want to become a better big picture thinker, then become a good listener. Focused thinking harnesses energy towards the desired goal. Becoming a big picture thinker can help you to live with wholeness, to live a very fulfilling life. Big picture thinker allows you to lead. Big picture thinking allows you to enjoy more success. People who are constantly looking at the whole picture have the best chance of succeeding any endeavor. To get things done, you need focus. However, to get the right things done, you also need to consider the big picture. Only by putting your daily activities on a context of big picture, you may be able to stay on target. Gain insight from a variety of people. Children don't naturally grasp the value cost of the experience prompted, they take things for granted. Characteristics of a good thinker. 1. Seeing the big picture thinking, this is having insight or being insightful. 2. Open up to the full potential of focused thinking. 3. Discover and enjoy creative thinking, brainstorming. 4. Be realistic in your thinking or thought process. 5. Strategize when thinking. 6. Make possibility thinking paramount. 7. Embrace the benefit of reflective thinking. 8. Be open and question popular thinking. 9. Participate in shared or group thinking. 10. Unselfish thinking gives much reward in the thinking process. 11. Enjoy the return of bottom line thinking.